Matthew 5:21 through 22 says, "You have heard that it was said to the ancients, 'You shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be liable to the judgment. But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother shall be liable to the judgment.'" So on the outside, that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, because we ask ourselves, aren't anger and murder two drastically different things? Wouldn't the weight of murdering somebody drastically outweigh being just simply angry at somebody? But let's look at another verse right after that one in context, where Jesus talks about adultery, to kind of understand this a little better. Matthew 5:27 through 28 says, "You have heard that it was said, 'You shall not commit adultery.' But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman in order to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart." So let's break that down a little bit. So if you look at a woman with lustful eyes, then Jesus says it is counted as if you have already committed adultery with her in your heart. So he's not just looking at the committed action itself, but the intent behind the starting point before it even comes to that infruitation. So when he says that he looks into your heart and sees that you are looking at that woman with lustful intent, that in itself is committed as adultery in your heart. So therefore, spiritually, you have already committed the action of adultery with that woman. So with that, it is the same thing on the opposite side of the spectrum, where you have anger with the brother or a friend or a relative or anybody that you're holding some sort of a grudge against. It is the same thing as if in your heart, spiritually, you have killed that person. You have torn them from your life with any form of grace, mercy, and love, which are things that God offers us and expects us to offer others. And you are separating that part of yourself from that, and you are hating them, which in return, being angry with them and hating them, you are spiritually in your heart killing them, separating them from you permanently. You are offering them no love, no grace, and no mercy, which are all the things that Jesus offers us for the countless sins we've committed against God. And we are expected, not only expected, but required to offer those same things to our brothers and sisters in the world. So are lustful intentions physically the same as adultery? Physically speaking, no. Spiritually speaking, symbolically speaking, in the heart of man and in the eyes of God, yes, it is the same. Is being angry and holding a grudge against somebody, not offering any form of mercy or forgiveness to them, is that actually the same as killing somebody? Physically speaking, no. Spiritually speaking, symbolically, in the heart of man and in the eyes of God, yes. Yes, it is. So I hope this offers some clarification as to why the weight of those two things correlate in the eyes of God. God bless.